Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. I'm Brian.
I'm Austin.
And we're going to start episode 3 of this engine swap in this old Suzuki frame. We have 2 other episodes. Check those out. Episode 1 where we're actually getting stuff tore apart and getting ready. Episode 2 where we got the engine mounted. Episode 3 is going to be the final episode. We have some parts coming in. I have my intake coming in. Austin is right now getting some other stuff ready. We're going to get our flat slide put together. He's working on it right now, getting the throttle cable ready. One of our flat slides. We're going to run in a pulse pump. I said it before in the other episode. Got our hoses, got filters, got clamps. So what we're going to do for the pulse pump is actually mount it on this tin right here, because back here is the tank. So we're gonna get this mounted, we're gonna get it plumbed, wait for my intake to come in tomorrow. We're gonna get our handlebars ready. We get the throttle, old throttle off. We're gonna put the new twist throttle on. And let me see what else we're gonna do. I mean, everything else on this side's ready. Clutch, tensioner, tires on, back sprocket's good, exhaust is on. Governor is not gonna work, but we'll work on that before we'll probably do a governor delete. So we're going to get working on this thing because the intake comes tomorrow. I want to be ready tomorrow to take this thing for a test ride. So without further ado, let's get started on getting the stuff buttoned up and ready to go. Okay guys, we got the handlebars done. They're all ready to go. As you can tell, we got throttle on. We got our kill switches on. It's not wired yet, but we'll get to that eventually. So that's on. Well, it's kind of on, but it's not tight. Throttle cable's ready. Austin's trying to get the gas tank strapped back down from when we took it apart. Once he gets that back down, we're gonna get our pulse pump on. We're gonna think about, we're mounting it on the shield there, which we'll show you here in a second once he gets that done. We'll put a washer on there. That's good. Alright, so we have our fuel line on coming from the tank. We're gonna try to put our pulse pump right here. That's our plan. Get it mounted. This way when the intake comes in, we got the intake, our flat slide. I'm not sure how far it's going to stick out, but that's where we're probably going to go. Maybe, maybe not. Not sure yet. Might stick it out here because I'm not sure how far the carb's going to stick out. I know the intake comes in here. It's going to stick out about yay far. Then I got the flat slide sticking out. So it might interfere with the pulse pump. I don't know yet. So anyhow, that's what we got going so far. We're making some room, some headway. And we'll keep moving forward. All right guys, so we have one of our older like intakes. It doesn't fit this one, it's for a 212, but anyhow, we're going to try to mock it up this way. The new intake's probably going to be similar to that one. So the way we're looking, it's going to probably stick out that far. Let's go around here. Oh, you can't really see, but I think we put our pulse pump somewhere in here. It's not going to really work out too well. It's going to be too much stuff going on. I'm not sure if I want to put it here because when we're riding around, if anything hits it, it might mess it up. We need to find somewhere we're going to put it out of the way where it's going to work. I think what we're going to do anyhow, we're going to put it right here. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll change it somewhere else. But so far the plan is to put it right here. So that's the next step. We're going to get this pulse pump all mounted up, plumbed, and ready to go. All right, guys, we're gonna watch Austin work on the outside of the pulse pump. What we're gonna do, he's getting everything ready to put the filter on. We're gonna try to put the filter on when it comes out of the tank, but there's not enough room. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the filter on the outside instead of the inside. Let me know in the comments if that's right or wrong, but that's what we're gonna do. I'm sure you don't want to get debris in your pump, but it was a cheap pump. We'll figure it out. But right now he's getting that plumbed up, ready to go. It's not looking too bad. Got a filter. Make sure you put a clamp on. This pulse pump came with a filter, it came with hose, it came with clamps. There should be an arrow on there. Yep, there's an arrow right on there. It came with clamps, it came with everything. I'll put the link in the description. I got it on Amazon. It was pretty cheap actually. It was only like 11 bucks. It came with all the clamps, it came with the filters, it came with the hose, it came with everything. It was pretty cool. If it works, that's another story. But we'll figure that out tomorrow once our intake comes in. Yeah, we don't have a lot of room here for some reason. It's getting kind of tight. But anyhow, you can see what we got going on. I think we're going to probably finish up for tonight. So once the intake comes in tomorrow, guys, we'll pick up where we left off. We'll get the intake, we'll get the carb on, we'll get everything ready, we'll get some gas in it, we'll get it fired up, and we'll do some testing. We'll see how it goes. So guys, stick around, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Happy fun! Hey guys, it's actually been a couple weeks since we last filmed. We were waiting for some parts, and right now the mail is like super slow. Actually, I thought I lost the part, but it finally came. I ordered it from OMB Warehouse. It's the intake that I found we needed to get for this because we were going to run the flat slide carburetor. As you can tell, last time we were working on it, got the pulse pump ready, got the filter ready, pretty much everything ready for this intake. Let's go see Austin. The reason we got this intake, because on the side it has the boss for the vacuum for our pulse pump. That's the whole reason why I got this. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this ready, get this in there, get everything plumbed, get the carburetor on, get the kill switch ready, and I think we had to do some throttle cable. I think we had to change the throttle cable on our flat slide. For some reason it's not working right, so I ordered a new throttle cable. So new throttle cable. And these tires
are no good.
These tires are shot. But since tires are not in the budget, I got tubes for the tires. So we're going to try to get these old tires off and try to get tubes in, which I know is going to be a pain in the butt. And you're probably going to be saying, why don't you just put new tires on it? Well, it's not in the budget for this build. I think new tires all the way around is like $200, and I don't have that budgeted right now. So we're going to do the cheap way out. We're going to put new inner tubes in these old tires, and hopefully they hold up. But first things first, we're going to get the carburetor on, get everything plumbed, electrical, and pretty much when we do that, we're ready to fire this thing up and see if it runs before we drive it. So without further ado, let's get started on getting this stuff plumbed and ready to go. Well, guys, we are definitely done for tonight. I'm pretty beat. I don't know if you guys know about putting tubes in these old tires, but it's definitely a pain in the butt to do. And these tires have been on since probably the day it was manufactured. So I got all the tubes in. Austin got the carb on. He got our pulse pump all plumbed up. We got our throttle on, ready to go. The only thing I do is a kill switch yet. I didn't get to that tonight. These tires took up most of my time getting the tubes in them. So tomorrow it's going to be our test fire. We got to get it fuel primed. I'll check a couple other little things out. Then we'll be definitely good to go. But that's it for tonight. Yeah, I'm ready to relax a little bit. What about you? Get some dinner?
Yeah, what do you want for dinner?
I don't know. Anyhow, we'll see you guys tomorrow. And we'll get this thing test fired up and do some test rips. And hopefully it does what we want it to do. Okay guys, it's the next day. Me and Austin are buttoning up some stuff here before we get started on firing this thing up and getting ready to do some test rips in it. Couple small things we got to do. I still got to get the kill switch wired up. And when we were looking last night before we kind of quit, we were looking at kind of engine kind of flexes a little bit. So what we did is we made some tabs up that hooked onto the side of the engine where the gas tank would go on. So what we're going to do, I made them extra long. So what I'm going to do is actually get these bolted up and get them over to the frame, get them cut, and I'm going to get them welded up for some extra engine support. Carb's done, fuel pump's good, he's got quite gas in it, throttle's good. So kill switch, get these tabs welded up. Austin's doing a little more spacers on the rear sprocket. We notice some of the bolts are a little bit extra long that go into the sprocket. No big deal. Tubes are in. Pretty much everything's ready to go. Couple little things to button up. We're gonna get that buttoned up. I don't know if you can see up my garage. It's still kind of daylight, but by the time we get done, it's probably gonna be dark. Hopefully not. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna try to get done as fast as we can. At least get it started up. At least ride it anyhow tonight. Hopefully, but we'll see how it goes. So guys, stick around, and we're gonna get this buttoned up. We're gonna get it fired up, and we're gonna ride it. Hopefully. Okay guys, we got it all gassed up, we got it ready, got the tabs on it, got the kill switch on it. I think what we're going to do now is try to get it running. It should be turned off right now, right Austin? I think it's in the off position. Yeah. Okay, it's off. So what we're going to do now, Austin's going to try to get it running here. You always know when you start something, you either put it against the wall or put it against something else. I think what we're going to do is...
Probably put it against that stone.
Maybe we could put it against the front of the four-wheeler, maybe. Right. Push it over to the four-wheeler and put it against the blade of the four-wheeler. All right. Well, fire it up. Turn the switch on, turn the choke on. See if we can get some fire out of it. It's going to be loud with that open pipe. Mm-hmm. Switch is on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to take a while. Probably get it primed. Give it a little bit of gas, see what happens. Take the choke off once, let's see. Hey, you run out of steam already? All right, guys, hold on. Let's see if we get this thing primed. Just stick with us. We'll be back here in a minute. All right, guys, we got it running. It took a little bit. We had to get it primed. We had to get the throttle adjusted. It's kind of crude. It works. It runs. we're gonna see if it drives now.
Where's your feet gonna go?
Oh my. Want me to start it while you're on it? That's the brake.
I know.
If you go out of control, just hit the off switch. Want me to start it?
Go.
Here, you start it. Let's get the gas on. Well, it's our maiden voyage, so we're going to work the bugs out of it. Is it just not taking gas?
No, I think it's too much pressure on this clutch here because it's burning up over here.
I think it's the.
Give me a push.
I think the carb needs adjusted since we haven't used it in a while.
Here, let me pull this back.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna need some carburetor work. This has been sitting on the shelf for a while. I can tell because it's blowing black smoke real bad. So we're gonna have to probably switch carbs on this. Probably not tonight, but I think this is the one that we jetted out real high, wasn't it? The flat slide. All right, so stick with us, guys. We're going with different carb on there. We'll get back to you. Well, guys, that ends episode 3 of our four-wheeler build. I wouldn't say it's an epic fail, but I can pretty much say it didn't work out the way we want, but that's when it comes to new projects, you're gonna have new problems. So we'll take you over to the four-wheeler. We kind of, well, first we had carburetor issues, which you guys know. Changed the carb out to a different carb. Then we tried to ride it, and we totally burnt the clutch up. So we definitely have some kind of a gear ratio issue here. Austin, we're cleaning up the shop now because we're done with this project for right now. He's thinking, what, 40 series torque converter?
Find a cheap one on Amazon.
Anyhow, not an epic fail, but not a great success either. So we're going to end this episode to be continued. Possibly once we get more parts in and we get maybe a 40 series on here or something else, we'll figure it out. But anyhow, as usual, guys, thanks for watching us. We enjoy making videos. We enjoy making something out of nothing. We literally got like $150 in this four-wheeler. It used to drive for like 5 seconds and clutch blew up. But anyhow, we'll figure it out as we always do. Once again, from Here's Hope and Garage, thanks for watching. I'm Brian.
I'm Austin.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. Epic fail. Outtakes. Number 1. Clean up the shop when your projects don't go right.
So this is how you clean up the shop. Just gotta, throw it all over the place.
Clean the shop. Look at your project. Put your foot on it.
Take
Wonder
a good
why.
old sniff.
Wonder why heck didn't work. What you gotta do to it.
I don't know what's going on.
You can't win. So much stuff, so much projects. We'll figure it out. Outtakes number 2. Four-wheeler. Didn't work. Epic fail. We'll try again. Crappy clutch. Wrong gear ratio.
New project coming.
New project coming up. Austin cleaning the shop.
I don't know how to clean a shop.
Epic fail. We'll figure it out.